Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy 6God, the first legend on NBA 2K21 Next Gen, and today I got you guys with something special. I got you guys with something you've been asking for a long time. It's the rep method that I use to become the first legend on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hey, and before we get too far into the video, make sure to like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to turn on the post notice so you don't miss the next banger. And one last thing before we get into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for getting me partnered on Twitch. It means the world to me, as you guys already know. Anyways guys, that's enough talking. Now let's get straight into this rep method. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to pair up two badges. You as a passer are going to want to have on Special Delivery Hall of Fame, and your teammate's going to want to have on Hotshot Hall of Fame. Because what that does is it gives you team take off of your first shot. Yes, I said it, first shot. All it takes is one flashy pass to your teammate when you have Special Delivery Hall of Fame and he has Hotshot Hall of Fame to give you guys team take. Now, there are some other badges you guys are going to need to make this rep grind, this rep method as efficient as possible. So for the first badge, you guys are going to want to use Bullet Passer Hall of Fame. Bullet Passer speeds up how quickly a player gets the ball out their hands as well as the velocity of their pass, because no one wants those slow passes where it just floats to your teammate. You don't want any of that. You want your passes flying through there as quick as possible. That's why the badge is called Bullet Passer. Next up, we got Dimer. Now this badge does two things. One, it makes your shooting percentage go up way higher. Whoever catches the ball off a Dimer pass, your shooting percentage skyrockets. And two, it speeds up the speed of your jump shot. Now you guys might be saying, hey, I don't want a faster shot. I'm used to what I already got. But no, trust me guys, you're gonna want to get used to this Dimer. If you have a duo who you play with often, you're going to want to make sure he gets used to using Dimer Hall of Fame, because having a quicker shot is going to help you guys out in the long run. No one wants a slow shot, trust me on that one. Now, moving on to the next badge, we're going to be running Florida General Hall of Fame. The reason why is this badge boosts your teammates' offensive attributes by +4 when you run it at Hall of Fame. There's no reason as to why you shouldn't be running this badge, because for this grind, you're not scoring. Your teammate is going to be trying to drop 21 every single game. So having a badge that boosts their attributes by 4 is going to give him the best chance to make every shot he takes. And finally, moving on to the last badge, like I mentioned earlier, we got Special Delivery Hall of Fame. Like I said, pair this badge up with Hotshot Hall of Fame is going to work wonders. You guys are going to get team takeover on the first shot, but with one exception. Your teammate is going to have to run a shot creating takeover. Personally, I recommend him running pull-up precision. That's what works the best. It makes your fades, it makes everything moving just green way easier. Alright, now that we're done with our badges, let's move on to our teammates. Now this is important. It's not just your badges that are necessary, it's also your teammates. So, for your teammate, he's going to want to be running Blinders Hall of Fame, Deep Threes Hall of Fame, Hotshot Hall of Fame like we mentioned earlier, and Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame. Those are the 4 mandatory badges. Everything else other than that, you guys can switch around and play around with it and do whatever you want. Now, let's get into those 4 badges. So first off, we got Blinders. So this year 2K decided to add in a few new badges, one of which is Blinders. Blinders is a badge that makes jump shots taken with a defender closing out in their peripheral vision will suffer a lower penalty. What that is basically whenever your teammate shoots the shot and the defender is to their side, behind them, a little bit in front of them, but mostly to their side, it's going to make it so the shot will consider a 1% contested. Now, without Blinders, that shot will most likely register as a 30%, 40% contested, and that's no good. Alright, so for the next badge, we're going to be moving on to Deep Threes Hall of Fame. Now, Deep Threes has been in the game for years. It's just every other year or every few years they always rename it somehow. It used to be Limitless Range, it used to be Range Extender, but now it's called Deep Threes. So Deep Threes Hall of Fame is self-explanatory. You can shoot threes deeper than you could before. This badge is an absolute must when you are rep grinding. The reason for that is there's no reason why you'd want to limit the range you can shoot threes at. With Deep Threes Hall of Fame, you can pull that shot from half court and green it almost every single time. If you know your jump shot release like that, if you got all those playmaking badges helping you out that I mentioned earlier, you guys will be able to green from half court consistently every single shot. Now, moving on to a badge I mentioned earlier, Hotshot Hall of Fame. Like I said multiple times, you pair up Special Delivery Hall of Fame to Hotshot Hall of Fame, and if your teammate who has Hotshot Hall of Fame equipped has a shot creating takeover, when they fade a 3 off that special delivery pass, a flashy pass, they will get team takeover and your team will be hot the entire game. And now for the final badge that is mandatory, we're going to be running Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame. Your teammate needs Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame because when he shoots enough times in a certain spot, that spot becomes hot. Now when it's hot, your shot percentage is already boosted by a lot. And now you stack on top of that Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame, shots taken in the player's hot zones are given a boost. That is going to tremendously increase the percentage of you guys making your shots. Especially with all those badges I mentioned earlier, it is almost nearly impossible that you guys miss any more jumpers. And one last thing to mention, you guys are going to want to run jump shot boost for those of you that are the shooters on the team, and for the passer, of course, playmaking boost. It just goes hand in hand. The shooter wants jump shot boost, the passer needs playmaking boost. Simple. Finally, now that we're done with the badges, let's move on to the playstyle. So the playstyle is quick, easy, and simple. All you're going to want to do as the passer is just flashy pass to your teammate, and all he's going to want to do is score the ball. Now, the most efficient way of doing it, of course, is by going 7 for 7 from 3 to get the games done as quick as possible. As you can see right there, all I'm doing is flashy passing. If he doesn't have the shot, we reset the play, he greens, boom, game over. That is it. That is all you're going to want to do all game long. Flashy pass to your teammate, have him shoot the ball. Try to prioritize the 3. If it's not there, reset, flashy back to him. If it's not there, then settle for a mid-range or a dunk. It's not too bad if you guys take a couple 2s, or even if you go 11 for 11 off of all dunks. As long as you as the passer are getting all flashy passes, that is the way to maximize rep. And guys, please don't be afraid to score the ball. When you're playing a comp game, when you're playing against sweaties, guys who really know how to get down to it and know how to play this game in and out, you don't want to be sitting there spamming flashies, doing all this extra stuff, turning the ball over because you're throwing the ball right in their passing lanes. You're going to want to play as safe as possible. Once again, try to prioritize assists. If you just have to pass the ball regularly, that's fine. If he has to throw you lobs, that's also fine. Just make sure you don't lose, because losing games affects your rep a lot. You get way more rep just by winning the games off of scoring a few times, or even if your team has to score a few times without you getting assists. Whatever it takes, just win the game at the end of the day. If you have a sweaty game, please just win the game. Don't worry about rep. You always got the next game to go for rep. Now for the final part of the video, you guys are probably wondering what build do I use to do this rep method. As you can see right there, you gotta use the post facilitator. I uploaded it earlier on my channel a few days ago. Go check it out. It is the first link in the description. Make sure you guys go check that out, make the build, upgrade it, put the badges that I tell you to put, and come back to this video to watch the rest. Also, one last thing I haven't mentioned is this is the first video I ever edited. Let me know in the comment section below how I did on my edits, what I need to improve on, because my boy Premiere TV, his links will be in the description. Please show him mad love for helping me out throughout this vid. He taught me how to edit. He's teaching me the basics. Now I just gotta move on from there. But let me know how I'm doing in the comment sections, what I need to improve on, please. That'll help me out a lot, as I'm trying to help you guys out a lot with the best rep method, the thing that secured me the first legend. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is one of those games where it wasn't the easiest 21-0. We turned the ball over a few times, we gave them the rock, and as you can see, these guys are taking good wide open shots, but they're not hitting their shots. You know why? Because they're not running the rep method, the thing that I've been talking about. If you guys don't have the badges, you won't be hitting shots efficiently. See right there, if he would have had blinders, guaranteed the contest would have been way lower. If he would have had Hot Zone Hunter right there, for example, who knows, maybe he has a Hot Zone right there, it would have boosted his shot percentage. He would have made this shot. But there, as you can see, flashy pass, special delivery, Hot Shot Hall of Fame, he missed. Oh well, redo it. He gets the ball, doesn't have it, resets it to me. I flash it to him, he greens a shot. You know what time it is. That gives him, guess what, take over. But it only gives him takeover because it was a standing shot. If he would have faded that, that would have given both of us team takeover, and we would have been hot the entire game. Now, as you guys can see right here, this is another beautiful play. A nice flashy pass going straight to Magic for a wide open 3, fades it, greens it, no problem. This is the type of stuff I want you guys to be doing on the court. I want you to flashy pass, give them the ball, green. Contested shot, oh well. Luckily, when you guys every time you guys pass the ball, you're going to want to roll down and make sure you secure the box out position for getting the rebounds, just like I did right there. Now, moving on to the next play. This play was exactly what I was saying earlier. You give the ball to your guard, he gives it to you right back, so you get the flashing, right? Boom, there goes the flashy. He goes for the corner fade, it's not there. Don't worry, reset, Flashy it back to him. Now he's gonna go for the fade. He ran just a little bit too long, greened it, which is good, but I didn't get the assist. But don't worry, these guys were playing sides. They knew how to play their defense, so we couldn't exactly rep grind as efficient as we needed to. We had to score a few times without assists, score a few times without flashies, but don't worry, it's not gonna hurt you. Winning the game will benefit you way more than losing the game. Just like I said earlier, right there, prime example. We didn't have the shot, the lob was open, these guys knew what they were doing, we had to take advantage, take the wide open lob. That's good. Now moving on. Next play, flashy pass, he goes for the shot, wide open, green, every time. Look at that. You see how the defender was to the right? If he didn't have blinders, I promise you guys, that contest would have been at least a 30%, if not 40. That's perfect. Alright, so for this play right here, this wasn't the cleanest plays you could say, but we got the job done. So first off, we start with a flashy. He gets bumped a little bit, don't worry. We reset, I flashy to him wide open in the half court. He runs again, doesn't have the shot, wants to get my assist, so we reset once more. Doesn't have it there. He could have shot that crab right there, but decided not to. It's alright, because I flashy to him. He got the wide open corner shot because of blinders, greened it with ease. Now moving on to the last play. So for this last play, he gives me the ball. I end up being way too close to him, so when I try to flashy pass, it ended up being a handoff. So that means it was a regular assist. He greens it wide open, game over. That is what I'm talking about, guys, when I say we got games where people know what we're doing, they understand the method, they know what we're doing, they know how to guard it. So with that being said, you guys are gonna have to score a little bit. You're gonna have to get some plays where you don't get every flashy assist, or every assist for that matter, but it's all right. Winning the game at the end of the day is what's gonna secure you more rep than losing. So to top it all off, there you guys have it, the first legend on NBA 2K21 Next Gen's rep method. This is what I've done for the past 2.5 months. This is what secured me that first legend spot. This is what put me on top of everybody else. So there you guys go. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Please, 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 guys. Let me know how I did on the edits in the comment section below. I would love to get some feedback from you guys. Let me know where I messed up. Let me know where I can improve. Let me know if everything was fine. Just please leave some feedback in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, it's your boy SysGod. You have the rep method there from the first legend himself, and I'm out. Peace.